Hi, everybody, it's Josh with Talk About Trek, and it is once again Warp Tuesday, that one and only day of the week where I get to come on here and talk about whatever Star Trek news I feel like talking about this wonderful Warp Tuesday, right? So, of course, there is, the big news. Of course, everybody knows the big news. Starfleet Academy has not been picked up for its third season, which, of course, is, that's not good news. That's not good news, and that's not typically on my channel. I only like to talk about things that I like. So for me to spend too much time talking about something I don't like would be, would be kind of the opposite of what I normally do. So let's frame it this way, right? It stinks. It stinks. I fully enjoyed the show. I felt that it really kind of had like the heart. It had actually. I felt like the heart of Star Trek was there, and a lot of the people that I know kind of feel the same way. I think they felt the same way too. Now, of course, I am also a huge fan of Robert Picardo, so knowing that I will be getting less of the Doctor is very sad. But, but, again, but you have to. There's always a silver lining, right? So what's going to happen now that Starfleet Academy has officially been canceled? What I'm thinking is, they got to have something waiting in the wings, right? Now, there's a good chance that they're going to try to do this year one, right? And I can see that happening. And I'll be honest with you, I don't want year one. Yeah, I would love it, I would enjoy it, and I would watch it. But I want something different, something that's not the characters that we've already had, right? But again, I will take anything that we get. But again, reiterating the bright spot is I do believe that there is some sort of plan definitely in the works. I think we do know that there is another Star Trek movie that is in some stage of production. Of course, we do know that we have 10 more episodes of Starfleet Academy, and then something like 15 more of Strange New Worlds, which are already done. And then we're going to be coming up here, in September, to the 60th anniversary. So I am thinking, is that like the perfect time for this new announcement? And I think it is. So, and it would be, I mean, imagine how much of a shame it would be for on the 60th anniversary of Star Trek, the only big news is that you canceled your, new and exciting show. Now, one more thing that I will go into about the cancellation of Starfleet Academy. I fully believe that just today's, I guess, what do you call it, hate culture, did play a big part in the cancellation of this, right? Because there is just a huge, I don't know what it is, but if you make a video about something that you hate, this is something that apparently catches on, and this is something that people like. So, people have caught on to this and making videos about things that you don't like and complaining about things. I don't know. It has become, what's popular anymore, especially if you do it with big red text, across your YouTube thing, canceled, and then you have a face, something like that. But anyway, I just feel that there was definitely a lot of that, a lot of review bombing, and some stuff that did definitely hurt the show, right? Now, one more silver lining. I mean, it's not over. It's not over until it's over. Now, what if this season 2 drops and it is just amazing, and from what I've read in a few interviews, the cast, the crew really see it as a huge progression from season 1. Lots of exciting things that they were excited about. So I think that it could have been, or it will be very good. And if it is exceptionally good, could that spawn something else from there? I don't know. We'll see. What I do know is that Star Trek Star Trek will never die. Star Trek will always continue in one way or another. In perpetuity. It's going to be there forever. And the great thing about it is that if you don't have some new Star Trek stories to watch on TV, you can always go ahead and watch something in your brain while you're reading a Star Trek book. I'm just saying. I mean, that's what I like to do. Anyway, this book, Strange New Worlds, Toward the Night, started it the other night and loving it so far. Definitely making me look forward to getting back into Strange New Worlds when that starts up. Do we even know? When that starts up? I don't know. Anyway, do you guys want to look at some Star Trek news? Star Trek news, let's go. And we are over here. Boom. And I'm not even here. Where am I? I am gone. I am gone completely. Am I here? Here we are. Hello. Okay. We're over here, and the microphone maybe needs adjusted slightly, so we're not yelling at you. But anyway, here is TrekMovie.com, the source for everything new in Trek. And there is a bit of good news on here that I did want to share with everybody. Shatner says Star Trek should exist for a long time. And it will. It will. I was just talking about that, Bill, wasn't I? I call him Bill because we're old friends, right? Anyway, yeah, of course, there's a lot of messages from people today. Man, there was something good, though, that I really liked that Shatner did write. Well, of course, talking about how, during his time, his show received a lot of criticism for the kiss between him and Nichelle Nichols, and was even pulled off of some southern stations, right? Oh my gosh. Anyway, there was a great comment in here, or a quote by Gene Roddenberry, and yeah, maybe we'll find it here before the end of the show here. But anyway, looks like we have some news from Star Trek Online. Gosh, I tried that like over a year ago. I enjoyed it for a little bit. I really should just try to give it a little bit more time. And look, this bundle and documentary have Faith of the Heart. So they're moving into their 16th anniversary. I keep looking over here. I can look right here, too. It's right there. And then you're right there. Hello. 16th anniversary with the Enterprise Starship bundle and a mini doc. I'm an Enterprise guy. I love Enterprise. I might check that out, right? Oh, and look at this. Star Trek Scouts finale. So their 20th episode dropped today. I only watched the first one, and I gotta tell you, I had 3 kids, so I've seen enough children's cartoons to last a lifetime. But I will sit down and watch this at some point, just to see what it brings to the table, right? Marina Sirtis talks warning for looking fat from Star Trek. TNG producer says Legacy isn't happening. Yeah, I can totally see that. Not her looking fat. She looks amazing. Ridiculous. But yeah, Legacy, I don't see that. I think we got like the best we can hope for with like Picard season 3, with kind of seeing the whole band get back together. But what I do hope we will see, something set post Voyager, right? That can have guest stars, guest spots, people from live action, people coming in from the cartoons, legacy characters from DS9, Voyagers, that kind of stuff. That would be amazing, right? Oh, man. Here's the other thing too. Marvel, I saw recently, is putting out, they're doing like these one-shots, right? Why not Star Trek one-shots? I know, hear me out, it's something different, but it would give the idea that I had in my head just went whoosh. But anyway, yeah, Star Trek one-shots, like an hour long, try to focus on a character, something that they've not been focused on or covered before, right? Man, imagine like a one shot about Quark. Right, it probably would never happen, but that would be awesome, right? That would be awesome. wrong one. We're here again. Okay, anyway. Yeah, Pluto TV. I mean, I love this. I just love and it's weird because I have all of Star Trek. I have it backed up to my Plex server. I can watch it anytime. I still find myself turning on Pluto TV because I don't have to pick an episode. I can just turn on one of the many Star Trek channels, and it's there to free. It's there to free. You can free it all night long. It's there to watch for free. Of course, you got to put up with commercials, but I mean, well, that's what we had to do when we were watching it anyway. We were, back in the day. So anyway, yeah, they got a whole bunch of channels going on celebrating Shatner's birthday. I think he turned 95 just the other day. God, and he's putting out a metal album. Amazing, absolutely. Now here's some good news. Very good news we wanted to talk about here. There is a, what do they call it? They call it a telethon still? I guess it's like a telethon, right? A marathon of Star Trek panels to benefit the Hollywood Food Coalition, which is awesome. I mean, anytime you want to support feeding people that are hungry, let's freaking do that right away. And I'm kind of excited about this too because I really enjoyed the panel that I was able to listen to between Gates McFadden and Jonathan Frakes at the Cleveland Comic Con. So before I wasn't so big into listening to these, but now I am definitely looking forward to this. So this is going to be on the Trek Talks YouTube channel, and it's going to be March 28th. And we've got a schedule here. Look at this schedule. And this is hosted by, I think, John Billingsley and Bonnie Gordon. They're kind of putting it on. Of course, Dr. Phlox, right? We've got Spotlight on Eugene Roddenberry, Being Vulcan with Tim Russ, Gabrielle Ruiz, and Robin Curtis. Well, that's going to be good. Terry Farrell, Dan Curry, Ira Stephen Bear, talking about Trials and Tribulations. Gates and Tawny in conversation. That will be a fun conversation. Absolutely. Ooh, Robert Duncan McNeil and Roxanne Dawson, actor to director. Man, see, I'm reading this for the first time with all of you guys, and it's actually getting me kind of excited. They've got some interesting things going on here. Oh, man, a lot of people, they didn't like Subspace Rhapsody, the musical episode of Strange New Worlds. I liked it. Dr. Robert Picardo doing something. Enterprise 20th anniversary with Brandon Braga, Mike Sussman, and Judith and Garfield Reeves Stevens. Nice, I like that. Spotlight on Walter Koenig. Very well deserved. In fact, he should be the finale. He should not be. Why is Paul Giamatti after Walter Koenig? That's not right. And man. They did so much cool stuff with this show. All right, well, anyway, the Starfleet cadets will be talking to. So anyway, spread the word. I'm doing it now, but of course, you'll be able to, of course, donate, and I think I will tune in for sure and donate as well, and see what all the Trek talks are about. Because I'm Josh with Talk About Trek. So, I mean, like this is right up my alley, right? This is Trek Talks, and I'm Josh with Talk About Trek. So, I mean, you can't go wrong there. All right, let's go back. What? There was a Star Trek episode of The Masked Singer. Wait, that episode airs on Wednesdays on Fox. I don't think I have any of those things that you can watch this thing on. So, I will say, let's watch the trailer. Let's watch the trailer for it. I don't know what this is.
Voyages of Starship Enterprise on the Masked Singer. It's a 5-year mission to explore strange new worlds, new clues, and a tale for kids to finally sit down on. So boldly go where no one has gone before. Starring Ken Jeong as Spock, Rita Ora as 7 of 9, Robin Thicke as Captain Christopher Pike, Jimmy McCarthy Wahlberg as Janice Rand, and me as Nick Cannon.
Oh, look at that. Okay. Well, now I kind of want to watch this thing.
On the Masked Singer. Tonight, we are celebrating the 60th the USS Enterprise a household name. We are hitting warp
Some
speed.
Klingons in the audience there.
Former contenders will compete, but only 2 of them.
Oh man, look at that delta. That's tight. I like that.
The semifinals. That's right, 2 singers will be unmasked tonight. Oh wow! All right.
Oh, that must be exciting when that happens. So here we go. Alright, yeah, today's Tuesday, so does that mean that's tomorrow? Alright, again, I don't know how I can watch that. Let me see. What are they showing on here? Fox and Hulu. I don't know. I don't know how to watch these things, these programs anymore. But I do think that, yeah, I like the Star Trek love, right? I like what they're doing there, and yeah, I will try to at least find some clips on YouTube of it or something if I can. If nothing else, we can do that at least, right? Man, anyway, this has turned out to be a pretty long episode of Talk About Trek, and didn't even really plan anything, And again, we're keeping it very positive. I don't think there's anything else to look at here. Nothing we're very, very super excited for. Tell you what, let's pull back off over here, because we do have a little bit more Star Trek news here that we could possibly bring to the table. Let me see. HQ. So, as you all know, I am a very proud member of the International Federation of Trekkers, right? We are a group that, we go around and we try to help out our local communities. I'm a member of the Sandusky chapter, and they recently did a thing here. That's a cat. Orange cat. Remove yourself. Thank you. Okay. Oh, also this cat is named Seven. This is 7 of 9. Tertiary adjunct of Unimatrix 01. And she's the best cat ever. Gosh, anyway, no, I'm probably not going to find it. But I just wanted to say, in the vein of keeping up with the good news, that, and this is appropriate that she's joined us for this segment here, I saw that during a recent craft show, I believe that they held at the Sandusky Mall, our group, the USS Uhura, was out there right at the kind of the front of the store, and they were doing fundraising for the local Humane Society. And I want to say that they raised, over the course of the event, something like $430 for our local Humane Society. Isn't that fantastic, Seven? Whoop. She says it's fantastic. But anyway, just wanted to share that. That's all. That's just like, that is, I love to see. It's like the ultimate thing, the ultimate goal of being a Star Trek fan, right? Because you're taking something that, people will be like, it's just a TV show, it's just a show, But you're taking the principles and everything that comes from and with that, and you're applying it to real life, and the cat's gonna make me sneeze. And I just think it's amazing. So again, a group of amazing people aboard the USS Uhura, and looking forward to hopefully making up to the meeting next month, right? Man, it's been a crazy start to the year. But things are smoothing out. We're smoothing out here, and we're moving into springtime. We're feeling good, and we got lots of positive things to look forward to, right? So just everybody out there, stay positive. There's lots of great Trek out there to be enjoyed. Thanks for hanging out and listening. As always, live long and prosper. We'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good night.